Hi everybody, it's Diane. So you say you're tired, you say you're overworked, you say you even want to break from arts and crafts. I know how you feel. So we're doing something really ridiculously simple today. You want to keep your hand in a little bit, but you don't feel like being too involved. So I've done this before, but not a lot. I don't know if I've ever done it on camera. But you just cut out squares. It doesn't even have to be, a picture. It could be a pattern, words, whatever you want. And squares, 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 and then do whatever you want. Leave it alone. Add paint, add more images. If it's a freestanding thing, well, this was not very helpful. You can add sewing, stamping. So there. I'm not sure how big I want these. You can color coordinate. You don't have to. You can have similar type images. You can have all different images. You can have them crooked. You can have them perfect. Trim them on a trimmer. You can even tear one. And you don't need my okay for any of this anyway. You don't have to make them the same size either. You don't have to, I'm going to just line them, up. You don't have to do that. You can have them askew. I've done that too. You guys see, it's right where the glare is, right? That light fixture. It's in my favorite color too. And yeah, that's really sarcastic. Oh, look at this one. Well, that's cool, but as I keep saying, I wouldn't want to dust it. You could take canned air to it, huh? Well, so she didn't want to work hard, and she's not even finding square things to cut out. I think this magazine, I should practically harvest it and get rid of it, right? Okay, what's this? I just grabbed off the top of my stack. Maybe that was dumb, I don't know. Could even do plain colors too, that could be interesting. Okay. Get back there. Oh, well, there's pre-made squares right there. Except I'm not really a green person. Oh. Well, too bad that's not something I want to use. Keep it in case of, a big need on pictures. Not pictures, pictures. Okay, that's a little large. I'll trim it. Wow. Look at that one up there. You see the price? Can you read that? I'm not even going to say it out loud. Well, alright, what about something a little plainish? For not being a green person, I'm kind of headed in that direction, right? Okay, I'll have to trim that too. That's more of a rectangle. I was gonna say, wow, look at that one. It's a mobile. I don't think it is a light fixture. I don't know. Nowadays it's hard to tell. Well, how about some trees? Alright, do I want one more row or two more rows? I guess two, and you know, another one yet. Okay, what else is in here? It's super, whatever it is. Well, this is kind of dumb, but what about this green tape? That color green I don't mind. Like a lime, I like that. Alright, three more. There's more. The top of the page there. Diane wouldn't want to dust those either. Maybe someday I'll just do a video and just show you all these weird lights that are out there nowadays. I don't hear anybody saying, oh yeah, please do. There's tumbleweeds going by. Well, Diane, I think you're being too fussy. You're not going to come up with anything. Oh, well, we'll just do it this way then. That may need a bit of trimming. My squares are getting larger, aren't they? Well, we could tie in some blue here. All right, one more. And we're getting towards the end of the magazine, Diane. What else? Come on, one square. The square to spare. Most of you probably know who said that. No, I don't think I do have a square to spare. Well, give me a break. No, I don't. That's all black and white. Well, come on, there's gotta be something in here. Just one lousy square. No, I don't want purple. Okay. Okay, just a minute. How dumb is this? There's probably not much in here. Well, no, there's not much in here. Okay. Can you see that? That probably would match. As weird as this is, I know I used the other deer, whatever they are, in a square collage I did a few years ago. Isn't that weird? And I have no idea where it is, so I'm not going to prove it. Alright. This doesn't really match that well. But I'm tired of hunting around. Okay. Okay, I'm going to trim these, arrange, glue down, and then come back and, oh, do I have too many? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, no. And then we will do, like I said, paint, doodle, I don't know, washi, something, so it's a little interesting. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That's pretty cool, right like that. As you can see, I added some ripped up words, text, because I thought that might look good, you know, as a layer. I'm also, considering layers, going to add a little washi tape here and there. Very likely could get covered up with paint, but I'm going to give it a go. And you're saying, Diane, that's so busy. Yeah, it is. I can tone that down with paint. I can leave it. Nothing wrong with busy on occasion. What else I got over here? I didn't grab my box of washi. I have a rack over there I showed once upon a time. Let's just use that. Good. Something here. No, I have green. A little green, and then we'll get into paint. Hopefully not literally. Okay. No, Diane, that doesn't go in the rack. All right. I don't have any designs on what I'm going to do, or colors or anything, and as long as I thought of it, let's put papers in here so we don't get paint on other stuff. We'll come here. These are future glue papers. Okay. And I'm not even sure if I want to keep, you know, the squares, the grid look, or, you know, kind of pull in the paint so you get away from that. I don't know. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz. And is anyone saying, Diane, there's lines on there. Aren't you freaking out? No, for this I'm not, because this is just very, like I said, informal. I'm just sort of clowning around. I've got these too. Does anybody have these? I generally don't use them because they smell kind of funny. This was, I didn't even buy them. It was a freebie, believe it or not, with an order I placed. And yeah, you use them like this, and you're supposed to schmutz them. I don't do much with them because, like I said, they smell a little funny. Sort of like a, I would say, a cross between an oil pastel and a crayon. Okay, there, I used it. Well, I think we could use a little accent, since we have like this and this and this and this. You may not want to do that when you make yours. And if you do that, be aware if you're going over the blue or green, it could make kind of a brown color. If you don't go over, you don't have to worry about it. Well, it does sort of look like clowning around, doesn't it? I had thought too, if I really wanted to really tone down like the text in that, I could write a quote in there or something. That would be pretty cool. But I don't have a quote off the top of my head. And I know, you know, there are a lot of sites online with, you know, famous quotes. And every time I look at those, I spend like, you know, a half hour looking around, and I don't come up with anything anyways. I kind of gave up on those. Yeah, I'm fussy about quotes too. Is there anything you're not fussy about, Diane? Notice I didn't answer that. Okay. Now, if this was not in a book, I think I would go around and stitch around the squares, but it is in a book. So I think I'm going to let that dry. You know what, let's spatter a little as long as I'm here with paint. I'm going to let that dry, and then either use a marker or paint or something and go around, I think. Hello, paint. There we go. Okay, do we want a color spatter? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna go do some housework and let this dry. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I went with a very cheap, kind of drying out black marker, very sketchy around the squares. That's fine. I don't think it's fantastic, but it's fine. And then I did a, black marker border with a ruler. So that's good. You can leave it alone. It's just a collage, a fun, an exercise. But I think I'm going to add a word. So I did look through my little word file. I think that's going to go right there. And why did you pick that word, Diane? It looks good. This is kind of offbeat for me. I think because the word is black and white and cut out nicely, it's offbeat in itself. I don't know. Any other philosophical answer I could give to that? It was in my file. That's a pretty good reason. And why did you put it there? I tried it up there first. It was okay, but it made it look a little more like a book cover or something, which is not what I was going for. So that looked a little more artistic to me down there. Okay, offbeat glue book page today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a nice day out there.